Morning or afternoon, wherever all of you are. Again, I'm Stephanie Thomas. Thank you so much to Webinar Planet for having me today. A little bit about me. I've been in the industry for about 20 years, and I have done private billing for medical offices and surgery centers and imaging centers, all kinds of different billing throughout my career, and I've kind of seen it all. So when this topic came up about claims and how to submit them, I was really excited on how to give this information and what things to watch for on claim submission, and as well how to follow up on what things to watch so that to make sure your claim gets through and the revenue cycle process is complete and you get your payment efficiently. So let's go ahead and get started. So our agenda today, we are going to talk about all things claim status and claim submission. So we're going to talk about how the claims cycle revenue, we start from the very first time that patient walks in the door. So we're going to talk about the importance of eligibility and getting the proper insurance. We're going to talk a lot about billing and claim tips, things that we need to watch for when we're submitting that claim, entering the information and getting it over to the insurance and the payer. We're going to talk about all the things that happen during that Scarborough process, when it goes through your practice management system, when it goes to the clearinghouse, when it gets to the payer, and all the things that happen during that. We're also going to talk about following up, how to deal with all those things that possibly could happen, and then how to deal with a denial if you get it, and then how getting patients involved can be extremely helpful. We've definitely seen this rise up a lot more since the pandemic, for sure. And then we're going to talk about how we can improve processes within your office, and we're going to talk about that kind of throughout the program. So I did put some information on the slides, but I didn't want it to be too overwhelming. So again, like they were saying, we are going to be recording this, and so you can purchase it later, or just make sure to make really good notes of the things that we're going through. Like I said, I didn't want the slides to be too overwhelming, but there's going to be a lot of information given. So like I was saying, the correct claims revenue cycle starts at that first visit. So when that patient or family walks through the door, we have a lot of things that we need to gather from them. Some practices or groups have an online portal where the patients check themselves in. This can be great in some regards, and it can be hindering in others. So I've seen, again, I have a lot of clients. I have clients all over the country, so I have a lot of different things that I see. Some of my clients have online portals where the patients literally go on and check themselves in, and then when they show up to their appointment, all they do is double check their information, sign a form, and they go back to see the physician. And then I have others that they don't have any of their information until they walk through that door. They fill out a form, the front desk enters in that information, and then the patient verifies it, and then they see the physician. So a couple efficiency tips. Use your portals. Use all the portals you can. Availity, Link, Medicare, all the Medicare Max have a portal, and they are extremely helpful. Start cheat sheets with all of your usernames and passwords, so you don't have to keep remembering them and changing them and going through that cycle every couple of weeks. If you find a fax number or an email or some secret that you found with a payer, then make sure you write that down. Make sure you keep it on your cheat sheet so that you can use it in the future. Make generic letters or notes for common denials. So if you find that this denial you've been seeing a lot with this payer, the worst thing you can do is say, oh, I'll remember. Write that down. Say Blue Cross denial for this reason. This is what I did, or this is what they said, and this is what I did, and it worked. That is going to be just completely invaluable to you 2 weeks down the road when you're like, oh, what did I do on that one patient? That's one of my things that I always think I'm going to remember, and then I don't. So Couple things to remember, that the benefit plan is the patient's and theirs alone. They are responsible to understand their benefits. It is not our responsibility. They need to be responsible.